Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony's Picks Happy Hour here for Monday, April 28th, 2025. And hey, if you're new to the happy hour, welcome aboard. You're definitely welcome here where we get the winners are flowing. Everybody's all happy and cheerful, and we love it. Hey, sometimes we disagree on the game. That happens. We definitely can't agree on the sides and totals on all of these games we're going to go over, but hey, we definitely try to completely get you all winners is our goal here, and that's what we try to do. And hey, we got a few more people here today. We got Ramon, we got Ron, we got Chris. As always, we'll get to the capper, see how their weekend went, and then we'll get right to Monday's slate of action. Let's kick it off down in the corner there with Ron. How are you doing today, Ron?
I'm good. We got Chris in the secret square over here, huh? Yeah. Anyway, yesterday, man, like I told you, I texted you. I said, yeah, I've seen this before. 3-1. All right, we're down 3-1. Edmonton's going to come back. I'm going to bed. And I told you, I said, I'm going to bed and I will wake up and it'll be like a 4-3 win. Sure enough, what we got. So, yeah, good job there. We pulled that one out. Nice best bet winner there. Hit early today in Italy. Got it under 2.5 on Cagliari and Hills Verona. So yeah, good start to the day. Let's keep going.
Nice. Get on over to Chris. Hey, how are you doing, Chris?
Oh, not bad. Glad to finally be on here again. I got everything done, so I could join you guys today on a Monday, which is rare, but glad to be here with you guys finally. So yesterday went well. Best bet in the NBA with the Timberwolves hit, and then yesterday with the Tigers hit as well. Had them both. So coming on that, kind of sweating our best bet of the day. If you picked that up, I appreciate you. It's gonna be the Nationals. We're already down by 2, but we saw what happened in the ninth yesterday, so don't worry, guys. I think some things could change here. But anyway, we're riding that one out at the moment while we're doing this, and just ready to get to it. Glad to be here with you guys.
Definitely glad to have you here as well. Kicking on over to Ramon. How you doing here on this Monday, Ramon?
Yeah, much ado about nothing for me, Rod. I had a tennis package this morning, got totally wiped out by the biggest blackout in Europe in 30 years. So I guess I'll just roll with the baseball, with the playoffs tonight, and get rolling here on a Monday.
Well, we're going to go play some tennis. I didn't hear that. Big old news that we're going to play some tennis. Then all of a sudden somebody ran into a pole or somebody pulled the plug. Somebody turned the AC on and look what happened.
An inside job, Rod. Watch out.
Yep.
Maybe somebody wasn't ready to play some tennis. Yeah. Pull the fire alarm.
There must be one-liners for that. I better just lay off.
Yeah, right. Plenty of those. I definitely can't complain about the weekend. Nice end to the weekend on the Sunday. Hit all my best bets in the NBA, the NHL, and the MLB. So can't complain there. Let's continue the week and get some more winners. I didn't have anything going early on the early slate of things. So let's kick it off to the NBA where, hey, we got some news. Looks like Jimmy Bucket's going to play here in this matchup tonight for the Warriors. So it ticked up half a point. It was 3.5. It's now up to 4. I guess Jimmy Buckets is worth half a point in that one. So the total 203. And then looking at Cleveland taking on the Heat. Cleveland still laying 8.5 there. And that match, 211. Garland, game time decision. Looks like he's got a toe injury. Stubbed a toe. I don't know. Either way, Garland, game time decision for the Cavs there in that matchup. Let's kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like here in the NBA tonight, Ramon?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to try Miami here tonight just to cover this number. I think it's just it's certainly a big number. I mean, they're coming in here probably just fading out. I'm sure the Cavs will be able to take this one, but just can't pass here at 8.5 points and a 3-0 lead right now for Cleveland. They are much the best. I really rank here Miami. I'm trying to make a case for them. They're probably the worst qualified playoff team in maybe NBA history, really, but maybe not the worst team we've seen in the playoffs. So with Cleveland just needing to get a win to wrap up the 4-0 sweep here, I'm going to grab 8.5 points and give Miami and their fine coaching and, still a playoff team plus 8.5 points is going to be good enough for me with a 3-0 lead. I don't know if Cleveland here turns it up to get a double-digit victory tonight. I think they'll get out of there with a win, give Miami some pride here. Look, they're shorthanded too. You mentioned Garland, but Miami has players kind of out here as well. But I'm relying on this coaching staff and a little bit of pride here tonight. I'm taking the Heat plus 8.5 against Cleveland.
Kicking on over, Chris. What do you like here in this one in the NBA slate tonight?
Yeah, the Houston and Golden State game. I know we talked about it this morning. I'm still on it. That number really hasn't budged from 203. I think they just keep trying to keep lowering it. We started in this series at 213, 204, went back up to 205. They thought that they'd get everybody with the over on that one. Still went under. I'm going to still go with under in this one. Like I said this morning, even if Golden State does most of the heavy lifting there, I think they're holding this Houston team under 100 every single time here. So I'm gonna go with the 203 under in that one.
Head on over to Ron. What do you like here in tonight's NBA?
Yeah, I got my best bet right there in this category right here. So you can get that right now at Tony's Picks. Winner yesterday with the Boston Celtics. No sweat, right? Thank you, Mike Gary. Almost screwed me in the with a 3-pointer. Yeah, I'm going to look at the total as well in the second game. I think it goes over, Chris. I think it's come down a little too far. I'm looking at a 207 to 211 kind of total here, especially Buckets is back in now too. So yeah, it doesn't rely too much on what Curry's going to have to do. And Curry had a great game. How he comes back and he's a little lackluster, but yeah, I look for an over. I think, and I've seen some 200.5, 201s. Earlier in the day. You said it's back to 203 though. I think it's got moving up again.
And for me in these NBA, I'm just look what I said this morning. I still like the Cavs big, even with Garland not playing. He didn't play last game either, right? So with his toe injury, I don't know what they did. You expect the team to not roll over in the spot 3-0, maybe a fight a little bit, but what's the history of the 3-0 spot for teams? It's not been pretty. So someone doing it now, it's almost like hitting the it's getting up there close to the March Madness bracket type thing. Maybe they get the cover late, but I still think Cleveland wins this, but I don't think so. I'm going to take the extended line on this Cleveland. Just looking up a number as I speak. I'm going to go by 15 plus. Minus 14.5 plus 190 for the Cavs. I think they really wrap it up. I think what happens is they pull away late. All of a sudden, once you get up late, or you get up by 10 or 12, all of a sudden you will give up. And then Cavs will have no problem. Their bench guys will come in and take some shots and then in playoff games that don't get some extra minutes. And I think they really pull it away in this one. And then the other game, looking at Cleveland or the Houston and the Warriors game, I like the over. I think we see plenty of points in that one. Get us up and over the total 203. I think that's definitely a touch light for those two offenses, especially if you're going to throw Jimmy back in there. Houston's going to be able to, or going to have to pick up their shooting, get some offense and score some points because we know the Warriors are going to score some points. I think if you want to keep up and have a chance of winning this game, you're definitely going to have to pick it up offensively. And I think they do give you the over in that one. All right, let's kick it on over to the MLB slate of things for tonight. And as we're looking, still 2-0 in the Washington game. But, hey, we know it definitely can things can turn late in that one. We've seen so far. It was late yesterday, so still early there. We'll split it up into, let's do these first three, all the ones, 6-10 games. So 6-10, 6-35, 6-40. The Twins taking on the Guardians. The Yankees into Baltimore taking on the Orioles. St. Louis into Cincinnati to take on the Reds. We'll kick it on over to Ron to get us started in this one. What do you like here in these three MLB to start?
Yeah, I got my Diamond Crusher in this group right here. I'm going to look at Minnesota and Cleveland. If you look at the Twins on the road, they're 1-6 as a road underdog. Cleveland's 5-1 as a home favorite. That's all I need to hear. I know it's Bailey Ober, and after that first start, he's kind of leveled out. He's done a good job, but still, I'm going to go with Williams here in the Tribe to get it done at home.
Kick it on over to Chris. What do you like hearing these three, Chris?
A couple I like in this one. Gave out this morning, Yankees and Baltimore over. Still going to ride that out there with over the 9.5 there. I think both these guys get hit. Warren and Sagano both get lit up there. And then, I agree with Ron with Cleveland there. I know it's Bailey Ober and Gavin Williams, but I'd still ride with the Guardians at home.
Kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like hearing these three MLB tonight, Ramon?
Yeah, Cards and Reds here. You got Andre Palante, who's actually had very good numbers against Cincinnati with a lot of experience, 5-0 with a 1.31 ERA against the Reds. I know a lot of people aren't too hot on him here early in his career, but these are some pretty solid numbers. Cardinals are definitely struggling on the road, 2-11. So I question even against Nick Martinez, who definitely comes in here with no wins so far this season, 5 losses right now with Martinez on the mound for the Reds. But Cardinals are definitely a better hitting team at home to me than on the road right now. 7 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams here in the Great American Small Park have gone under. So give me the under here. This one, you can grade me at 9 under 20 or so, but there's 9.5s out there. Might be contrarian here. I'm going under with the Cards and the Reds tonight.
And for me, looking at in that one, I think you might be onto something with a lower scoring game. So with that being said, I think I got to go with the St. Louis team. It just looks everybody's on the Reds for me. It's first game back home off of a road trip. I'll fade the Reds in that spot. They definitely did a whole lot of offensive scoring while they were on the road as well. And you look at the number where it's this is a coin flip, and you look. You got a team that's 2-11 on the road. I guess because the Reds are 6-6, coin flip at home. Should be more coin flippy, I guess, but it's not. So for me, it's just I think it's a good spot for the Cardinals to get themselves a win and get a little bit of a plus price. Line really hasn't moved a whole lot from this morning, that's for sure. And then the other one, I agree, take the over between the Yankees. I think the Yankees can do the bulk of the heavy lifting against Sagano on the mound. I know Warren's not the greatest. He might give up a few, but I think the way the Yankees bats have been rolling, I think they continue to smash the Orioles. Don't trust that team at all. Fading in the Orioles here. You want some plus price with them? Nah. I'll take the easy one with the Yankees. I think the Yankees on the run line. Might even find the extend of 2.5 on the Yankees. That wraps up those three. Let's finish off the MLB board here. We got the Athletics taking on Texas. We got the Tigers heading into Houston and taking on the Astros. We got the Marlins heading into L.A. to take on the Dodgers. And we got Atlanta taking on Colorado. We'll start in the corner. We'll kick it off over to Ron. What do you like here in these four, Ron?
Give me Bryce Elder and the Atlanta Braves. I know we said it yesterday, and we saw a bunch of people, hey, take the Rockies, take the Rockies. No. Don't take the Rockies as a home dog. Not this year. They're 2-11, losing by about 3 runs per game at home. I know they were good last year at home. Don't fall for this one. Take the Atlanta. I know Atlanta hasn't been good on the road as well, but man, I'm not. There's no way in the world I'm trusting these Rockies not at home right now. So give me Atlanta -1.5.
Heading on over to Chris. What do you like hearing these four, Chris?
A couple here. I've got the video out on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel for the Atlanta-Colorado game there with the total. If you guys want to go check that out there. I think we get up and over it. There's a deeper dive into why, but I do believe we get up and over that. I had to lean aside, definitely take my Braves on that one. But then I think we're going to go the other direction with the A's in Texas. You look at Texas at home, they're 12-1 to the under. This is not the Sacramento ballpark they just played in. This is the Texas ballpark. So I think we get a lower scoring one in this one here. So take the under in that one.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you like hearing these for MLB tonight, Ramon?
Yeah, I'm going to take Houston tonight to slow down red hot. Detroit. Detroit ran that good home streak there with an 8-2 homestand. Looked pretty good. Flaherty's been pretty solid, but Ronel Blanco's really been the only kind of stable guy, it feels like right now. Houston with all these nicks and injuries here in their rotation right now. So with Altuve, with Alvarez, I think they've got the bigger stars still in this lineup. So Blanco did look good in that game versus Toronto. So I'm going to end up here taking Houston. Reasonable price here, it feels like. Houston has some ground to make up, obviously, at this point in the West here. And Detroit, they're riding high, but they're hitting the road now. We'll see what happens. I'm going to take the Astros here, small favorite, about $1.20 or so. It has gone up a little bit, but I'm taking Houston tonight at home with Blanco over Flaherty.
And for me in the slate, I agree with the Atlanta Braves. I just can't take Colorado in that spot. So give me the Braves in that one. And then looking at the Athletics taking on Texas. Hey, it's Corbin Day. For me, it's just Corbin's a due to have one of those dud games as he does every once in a while, or he'll have a dud game. And his last two games, hey, give it to him. Pitched half decent, but Oakland's just seen this guy, and they hit him up for 7 hits and scored some runs. And now you get to within like 10 days, you get to see him again. I think it's Oakland bats. We've got plenty of guys that can hit the ball, get to him early, and give Sears some run support. I know the same thing can be said on the other side, but this Texas bat's definitely not hitting anything right now. So for me, it's I think Sears, it's definitely open. They got the tent set up there, ready to go. The wish book's out, people to get their gifts. Because I'll take Sears there in that one. I think it's a gift at the coin flip price. Especially you look at the way Texas has been playing at home. Solid all season, 10-3 at home, and the coin flip here. Book's telling you take Oakland and the Athletics, the former Oakland, still homeless in that one, but playing pretty good for a homeless squad, eh? Better than a lot of people figured they would. Let's skate on over to the ice. We only got a couple on the ice tonight, not smaller slate. Don't worry, back at it again with 4 tomorrow. So. 2 on the ice. We got Tampa, Florida, Colorado, Dallas. Kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like here in the 2 hockey tonight?
Go to the late matchup here. 2-2. Every series is 2-2 in the West. I don't know if that says anything about how we're going to go in tonight's game, but it's game 5. I mean, to me, that's critical. When you're 2-2, I don't know if this one's going to get too loose. I would think tightly contested, play on the back end a little bit, make sure you're not giving up that early goal. It just feels like you have to tighten up defensively here. Despite what we think we've seen with these 2 teams, 3 of the 4 games have stayed under. That first one, remember, was a 6.5. So I'm going to go under here. I think the number maybe reflects it. The bookmakers are still hanging on here to a 6 for the most part. They're trickling up a little bit to 6.5. You know, those are heavily juiced to the under. You can find those 6.5s out there. So I don't know. I thought game 1 was an outlier and it still went under. So I'm going to go under. Ottinger and Blackwood both look to be in form to me right now. Ottinger has that playoff experience. And I think for Blackwood, he's definitely been pretty good against Dallas, 91% save percentage here. So give me the under tonight with Colorado and Dallas in this critical game. You got to keep those high danger chances down. I think the teams know that. So get back to the defensive aspect that we're used to from Dallas when they're playing at home. It feels so critical. We know it is. Also, you got to look to Dallas's struggles a little bit getting their lineup healthy here with Robinson, Heiskanen et al. In this one. Give me the under tonight. 6 goals, Colorado and Dallas.
Head on over to Ron. What do you like hearing these ones, Ron?
Yeah, I completely agree with Ramon. This has been a great series so far, and it will continue to be probably up until game 7. But here's the thing. I'm going to look at the team that's playing the better hockey in this matchup, and that's Colorado. You got an overtime win from Dallas. You got, not really a blowout from Dallas in any of these games. So I'm going to look at Colorado. They're 17-12 as road favorites this year. I think there's a reason they're favored. In the other one, I'm not seeing Vasilevsky as a confirmed goalie yet. So I don't know if something's going on. I assume it's going to be him. But I would look at Florida to bounce back off that defeat with Paul Maurice is not going to let these boys lose 2 in a row. No way in hell.
Right, and for me in that one, exactly what you said. Paul Reed's not going to lose 2 in a row, but also I like the under in that play because when that Florida squad this year gives up more than 2 goals in the third period, like they did in the last game, hey, they come back 14-4 this year to the under. So I expect the same type of thing that you talked about in the Colorado Dallas game for same good reason. Give me the under Tampa and Florida. And then looking at Colorado and Dallas, yep, give me the under there on that one. Colorado in away games off of a home win by 2 or more goals this year, 6-0 to that under, and the average is 3 goals in that game. So take a 2-1 final score on each side, and I bet you come out a winner because someone finishes that 2-1 and pray that you don't see an empty netter. Or maybe it's 1-1 heading to overtime and someone rips it in. Maybe we'll sprinkle on that too. Because this game 5, these 2 teams are really that close, neck and neck. Wise. I think if Robertson was in there for Dallas, I give the edge to Dallas being the better squad. But with him being out, I think that evens it up. That wraps up our sports slate here for Monday to start the week. Brings us to the parlay section, player prop, game in the future. We leave it up to the capper to decide whatever they like here in this segment. And then they'll let you know what they got going over at Tony'sPicks.com. And that's where you can find our best bets, the bets that we are making tonight over at Tony'sPicks.com. Hit the link in the description. Head on over. All right, let's get it started. We'll kick it on over to Ron to get it started tonight. What do you got for us tonight, Ron?
Yeah, for a parlay, I'm going to go. We'd already talked about some of these. So I'm going to look at the Rockets plus the points. I think that they got to really come back. I mean, they are the 2 seed for a darn reason here. So you got to see some kind of, effort here and probably push. I know they kind of had Golden State on the ropes a little bit. They were right with them neck and neck. I don't think they let it go this time. And I think that they're going to. I just don't like Golden State as a home favorite. Never have this year, and don't have a good record at all. I'm going to also look at tomorrow in the Champions League. Give me Arsenal. I think they're going to take leg 1 before they go back to PSG. So take Arsenal. It's like a plus 113. I have to check the line services later on. And then overnight, our KBO is now 17-9. We're up 6.81 units. So let's go with the Samsung Lions minus 110. What I got tonight for sale, I'm doing great in best bets. I mean, if you look at the leaderboard on best bets, I'm number 1 up there for the year. So follow my best bets, and I packed them all for you. 1 NBA, 1 on the ice, and 1 in Major League Baseball. You can get all 3 in 1 pack or buy them separately. So get those best bets and pair us up, man. You see Rod's right at the top of the leaderboard. Ramon's been really hot this week. Chris has always been up there on the leaderboard with us, and even Ron Hahn down there in the chat. So pair us, any of us up. We're going to make you some money. So let's get it going.
Head on over to Chris. What do you got for us tonight, Chris?
A little parlay for you guys, little totals. Do two-teamer here. Do New York Yankees with Baltimore over. And we'll do Miami and the Dodgers over. And then gave you out a home run prop earlier. We're still hoping that comes through on this game. But I'll give you another one from the video. You guys can go check that out. There's 3 of them over there. But we're going to go Jose Ramirez. He hits very well against, let's see, who's Jose doing today? I had that. Bailey over. He hits him really well. 3 singles, 2 doubles, home run. So he's at plus 350 right now, getting a little bit with it. A little less than I like to do for a home run, but throw him out there. Jose's always good for 1. And then, over there I've got best bet. Like I said, we're sweating that right now with the Nationals, but I still have 2 other premium plays for baseball up there, as well as a best bet in the NBA tonight in those playoffs. So and pair us up. Like Ron said, everybody's doing great. I've found my way back to the leaderboard here in baseball, which is nice. I was struggling for a bit there, but I think we're reading it a little bit better these days. And definitely 2 for 1 makes a lot of sense. 2 people putting money in your pocket. And definitely hop on something. Shout out to Ron, man. I love doing those KBOs and waking up in the morning. And it's just, you put that thing in at night, you wake up in the morning, you got cash. That's like one of my favorite things to do is follow the KBO. And Ron kills it. So guys, go check that out.
Head on over to Ramon. What do you got for us tonight, Ramon?
I'll take one prop tonight in the game between Houston and Golden State. Give me Steven Adams over 12.5 PRA at even money tonight in that game against the Warriors. Over at Tony'sPicks.com, I do have a 3-pack of Major League Baseball. Trying to keep up with these 3 guys on those leaderboards here right now. So check me out over there with my 3-pack in Major League Baseball. And I'm going to roll also with my $19 discount best bet in the National Hockey League tonight, where I've been hot in all the sports, actually. So check us out. Team me up with all these guys over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use that promo code TonyT to save 15% off all premium pick packages, not just mine, all premium pick packages over at Tony's Picks.
Nice. Sounds good. For me, over Tony's Picks tonight, I got best bet in the MLB. We're on a nice run with it, so scoop that up. It's available singly. Got my NHL one-timer play with St. Louis yesterday, so looking to keep that rolling as well. And then we got my NBA drop a dime play. We hit that yesterday as well, so all those are available singly, or it's in the 5-pack I got rolling today. A few more bonus plays for you as well, so jump aboard. Let's kickstart the week winning. And then I'm just trying to find the odds here for this. There it is. And then I got a player prop for you tonight. I'm going to take Wyatt Johnston of the Dallas Stars to rip it in and get himself an anytime goal at a +210 for Dallas tonight. Little prop. Love.
Taking overtime, maybe. Let's take it overtime the way you were talking earlier. Wonder what that'll pay.
Probably not good. Probably pretty good for the overtime. Probably three,
right?
At least 3 times your money, anyways, for an overtime game in hockey. And the way these two teams have played, it wouldn't surprise you one bit if you seen some overtime in that. As you alluded to, all the teams in the West tied up 2-2 in the series. So should be some good ones in the West, that's for sure. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. That wraps up the start of the Happy Hour show. So, hey, let's get the week off to a good start with some nice winners. Any final words before we head on out for the evening?
No, you got a compliment there for your soccer pay. What'd you have, Ramon? What'd you have today?
I think it might have been yesterday. I didn't do anything on the in Italy today.
It was blacked out. We couldn't do anything in Italy. They all had siestas in the afternoon, right? The big enormous blackouts. So nothing going on
was
here.
on a siesta because they didn't score nothing. They're Bologna too. Bologna 0-0. So yeah.
0-0. My
0-0.
favorite soccer game.
Yeah.
I would be having a siesta. Before we all have a siesta.
Yeah, kind of like my social life. Very little scoring. I think it was Werder and St. Pauli yesterday was my winner. Ron under.
Oh, I had Werder and could not get one. They took one away from us. We had one, and then VAR took it away from us. But yeah.
VAR.
VAR. Damn VARs, man. Yep.
The worst.
I hate VAR.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Monday. And always, tune in tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, for the Tony's Picks Morning Show. We'll catch everybody then. Have yourself a good one. Catch you on the next one.